after waiting another whole 11 years for a new Mario Kart game, we finally got one, titled Mario Kart World. You know, a kind of generic name, but at least it doesn't have a number, so at least it's not called like Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart X. At least they called it something else, so yeah, no more boring numbers. Now we're just doing random stuff, like Mario Kart World. Where's the 3D Mario game? Nah, who cares? Anyway, so this is the game launching with the Nintendo Switch 2 console coming out June 5th. Fun fact, around my birthday! Yay! And I wanted it to come out around my birthday, so I guess I got my wish granted. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about Mario Kart World, and then a bit later on, I'll talk about some of the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct, because talking about both things would take me 2 hours, so I'm just going to talk mostly about Mario Kart World, because that's the thing I'm most excited for, and talk about the Switch 2 Direct, and like how the console works, and some other games coming out for it. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. But since Mario Kart World got announced, and we got a lot of the tracks, that means I can't do a Mario Kart prediction video anymore. Oh well, that script is scrapped. So yeah, but here's the TRS. You can read it, but it's very inaccurate. But at least I got Toad's Factory right. So we're going to talk about the courses, you know, the most important thing about a Mario Kart game, because without the good courses, the game would be completely trash. So I'm just going to go over the track selection of what we have so far and see what we got, because unfortunately the Mario Kart World Direct didn't really give us any new tracks to look forward to, so I'm just going to go with based off the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct trailer. So starting off, we got 7 cups. Interesting. We got the mushroom, flower, star, shell, banana, leaf, and whitening. I wonder what. Wait. Something is missing. Oh well, we'll get to that later. Right now, we're going to talk about the mushroom cup, which consists of Mario Bros. Circuit, Crown City, Whistle Stop Summit, and DK Space Park. You know, these tracks sound like a good mushroom cup starter. I'm excited for the DK one. This one just looks like a Kalimari Desert. And these other two, this one looks extremely boring, but that's okay because Crown City just looks like another standard city track, which is fine. Now we got the Flower Cup. Wait a minute. This is bizarre. What's happening? It's just all retro cups. What? Wait a minute. No. The Flower Cup is supposed to have all the Nitro Cups. Are they switching it around? Because we got Desert Hills, which it gotta go up, so I'm glad they chose this one. And I even predicted, I have to look back on my tiers. I think I did for the expansion pass. I thought they were going to do, but it looks like they might do that later on. I don't know. Shy Guy Bazaar, which is a good choice, but the daytime kind of ruins it. But it's still a good track, I bet. Wario Stadium, let's go. I got another track, right? And Airship Fortress. Now, that's a good choice. Now for the Star Cup. Wait, we have both Nitro and Retro Cups? Tracks. What? But there's 3 Retros. 1 Nitro. What's going on? All Nitro, all Retro, 1 Nitro, 3 Retros. DK Pass was an alright choice. Sky High Sunday? Wait, I thought they were going to do Piranha Plant Pipeline. Whatever. And then Wario's Shipyard. It looks like all these tracks got a massive glow up, even Sky High Sunday, and especially Wario's Shipyard. And at least we got a Rosalina's Ice Road sequel. But basing off the gameplay, which I'll get to later, this track always seems to be okay. But it still looks cool. Now we got Koopa Troopa Beach. From N64, I believe. Which, you know what, was a good choice. I predicted it. I thought it was going to be in the first cup. But, you know what, it's fine. And then we got Faraway Oddies, which seems like a pretty good track. And it's really cool looking. It looks like a sequel to Dino Down Jungle. We got the Crown City again? Wait, so are they going to have like a nighttime game? I don't know. And then Peach Stadium looks kind of another city track, but Peach. You know, it looks fine. And that's all we got a glimpse of, but I'm going to actually predict it. Well, from another person's video. Which I believe him a lot because it seems very accurate, so I'm just gonna go over based off his prediction. Which is, so according to Albert Borris, now you see, Mario Kart World, all of these tracks are in a massive world. Like, for example, like you see, you get the point, right? I mean, like, the Mushroom Cup is probably gonna be here, and then the Flower Cup is probably gonna be, like, somewhere, there or something, and all these other stuff, and the Banana Cup is probably gonna be up north, and the Weave Cup is probably gonna be south. So let's talk about the Banana Cup. So the Banana Cup's gonna open with Acorn Heights. Next up, we got Mario Circuit from the SNES. But instead of just one of them, or Mario Circuit 4, we got a combination of 3 of them, which is Mario Circuit 1, Mario Circuit 2, and Mario Circuit 3. Where's Mario Circuit 4? I bet this is going to be one of the most boring tracks because these tracks tend to be really boring, and we already got Mario Circuit 3 like 3 times already. What you should have done? If you wanted to make a track like this, you could have combined all 4 of them. Or you could have combined all 4 of them and get rid of Mario Circuit 3 from existence and replace it with Mario Circuit 4. But hey, that's just my opinion. Maybe they'll do the biggest glow up ever, like, I don't know, make it like a cool, desert, try ruins level or something. I don't know. Just do something with it. Now we got Dandelion Deaths, which, according to my calculations, I can't find any footage of it yet, not even in the direct. I would have to rewatch it, but it seems like a very cool track. It's got like a cool spiral thing that's shaped like an E, and it seems like a combination between like a desert and jungle track, which seems very interesting. Definitely excited about this mysterious track. And then finally, we're gonna get Boost Him now, which is the track I'm definitely most excited for. Because you get to be in a freaking black and white movie. Who wouldn't like that? This could definitely be one of the best, if not the best, spooky track ever. I mean, the spooky tracks have been kind of lame, like Ghost Valley is lame, Boo Lake is kind of lame, Broken Pier is kind of cool, I guess. What else? Oh yeah, DS Luigi's Mansion could have been so much better. I think that track is overrated. And Twisted Mansion just kind of sucks. But however, this track seems to go all in on the spookiness. And in fact, you're in a classic black and white movie like Frankenstein, Nosferatu, or The Wolfman, and it just is super cool in my opinion. And I like the background in Waluigi. It looks like Dracula, but Waluigi. That's cool. Now, the first track we're gonna get for the Weave Cup is Cheese and Down Down Jungle. Sorry for the abrupt intro, because I already forgot to do one. But now on the, just to remake it, we're doing the Weave Cup now, and the first track is gonna be Down Down Jungle, which I also predicted, so this is gonna be a very cool and epic track, because they turned the cave section into a freaking, dinosaur experiment lab, or like a, museum, which, yeah, definitely got a glow up. I like how much the glow ups these remakes got, and if you only from Mario Kart 8 gave them a glow up. This game does sound 10 times level, but you know what, I'm quite hyped for this track, and it fits the theme very well. And then we got Great Question Bronc Ruins, which, like Borris said, and I 100% agree, the name is a little dumb, but the track looks very unique as you try for a question mark block in Greek, or ancient, and it just looks like a very unique and cool track. Also, this game doesn't have anti-gravity, which, it makes sense. I mean, the anti-gravity wasn't even used that much, so it wasn't even used well in the last game, so you know what, it's cool they removed it. And this track is going to be really interesting. I mean, look at the way you hop through a cloud, and try for a question mark block, and more. I mean, what else could you want from an ancient Greek track? It looks cool, even if the name is so stupid. Then we got Peach Beach, and oh boy, it got a huge glow up. And look, the Aquatic Cax returns. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be the most epic remake ever of a simple track. I mean, it does seem a little weird to have in one of the last cups of the game, but I digress. The track looks really cool, and that just proves that you can give a simple track a massive glow like this. And then finally, we got Salty Speedway, which it seems like another really cool track. It's just a calm town track, but you drive around it through a river, which seems to be a cool track because it seems like it's gonna take you through a tour through all of this town and through a river. And it does seem like a track that would be kind of like the calm before the storm, but by this game's order, that's not really the case, because this game's order is just wacky. Like, there's easy tracks in every cup, but also some hard ones in every cup. It just seems a little weird. But, you know what? I don't really care. Just when these tracks are good, I'm happy. And this track looks really good. Now I'm going to do an actual intro, and now we're switching over to the Lightning Cup, a wasteland icon. Ooh. Now, based off the map, the Lightning Cup is never going to take place right here, in the volcano-ish area. So we're going to open up with Chaco Mountain. Why? It's a Flower Cup track, and this is going to be the final cup in the game? What? I mean, at least the track was completely unrecognizable. It looks like a construction area with chocolate sprinklers, rocks rolling, and even charging trucks. How fun! And oh my god, Charging Chuck is a playable character finally! Even if I never paid attention to him. And then we get freaking Toad's Factory, let's go! Another track I predicted! Now, unfortunately, some Nintendo demo gameplays kind of ruined the hype for this track, but you know what? It's fine. This track looks incredible, and it looks like they just changed very few things about it. You know what? I think it's good that they didn't change too much of it, and I also like how it takes place at night. And it does seem like the game is also going to have a day and night gimmick, so, because I did see some clips where the track was also in daytime, so maybe in later WAF, it will take place at nighttime. And to be honest, I think Toad's Factory looks even better at night. Is that just me? Let me know in the comments below. Now next we have Tribone's Burnout. And I think this is the footage for the next track, but this is the best reputation I'm gonna find, because Tribone's Burnout is gonna be like a volcano lava track with a bunch of tribones, according to the Nintendo Wiki, which, you know, even though it seems kind of similar to a Bowser's Castle track, you know what? I think it will be a really cool epic penultimate track, before moving on to the final cup, which is Bowser's Castle. Which, honestly, it looks like a really epic track. The Bowser statue returns, and they even have a section where you go up a lava vertically. Come on! This is so epic. This has gotta be one of the best Bowser castles, yeah. Well, maybe they just showed off the two cool parts and the track will be lame. But I doubt they will let us down, as this track looks amazing. And we got even more footage of it in the trailer. Direct. And the track still looks really cool. I'm definitely hyped for this one. And that's it. We're done, right? Well, we're not. You see, according to the trailer, we rarely have two tracks shown off. And from all of these tracks, and according to all of the information we all got, these two tracks right here won't be in either of the cups we went over, as the other cups are already filled up and located in different spots, with being Moo Moo Meadows and this track right here, the Japan track. And this spot of land hasn't even taken up by any cup yet, as all these cups are around here, except for here. So there's a 100% that there will definitely be a secret unlockable cup, which is the special cup. Which, honestly, according to the tracks we have left, it does seem like the special cup is going to be a mix and back finale. So let's go over them. So the first track we have is Moo Moo Meadows. Wait, Moo Moo Meadows? Literally the first track in the retro selection for Mario Kart 8? Why is this in the special cup? It's such a simple track. Look at the layout. We already got to this track in Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 8, and now Mario Kart World? Dang, I wish they would have gone with, like, Try Ruins instead. That's a track we haven't gotten yet. So, because that would be such a climactic, starter cup. Sure, the track isn't that hard, but I still think it would be a cool addition. And it was even in Mario Kart Tour, so... looking from the sneak peeks we got, it looks like it's still going to be a very simple track. But maybe they can do something to spice it up. Maybe in the last lap, the track can get infested with lightning storms. And lightning can constantly strike down while you're driving on track. That will probably definitely make the track more interesting, but it still seems like it's going to be very simple. It doesn't really seem like a climatic starter track for the Special Cup. To be honest, the cow is playable, so I guess. So yeah, the Special Cup has a bit of a weird start, but hey, we still got this Japanese track. And even though it's not named, it looks like a very cool town Japanese track. Where you try for water and just enjoy the scenery of Japan at day and night. And it definitely looks better than Tokyo Borris, so. If I had to pick a name for this track, because this track doesn't even have a name, let me see. I'm gonna call it, Ooh, I know. What if we called it White Ball Palace? Yeah, that would be a cool name, right? Right? Then for our penultimate track, we got Faraway Races, which is basically a track from the Shell Cup, but it takes place at sunset, which honestly looks very gorgeous. As for things they can do with this penultimate track, since it's a sunset track, maybe they can have some really hard turns, and maybe we can have a section where we have maybe it can be an African track, where we have fire geysers, because Africa gets really high, I believe. And the animals can run even faster. Maybe you can have some not dinosaurs, but maybe we can have some giraffes or zebras or rhinos as our obstacles. Maybe there can be even a section where you try through a pond filled with rhinos. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Now, I know this sounds weird, but obviously the last track is going to be Rainbow Road. Now, I know this wasn't confirmed in the trailer or direct, but hear me out. Now, yes, it's not anywhere to be seen on the map, but if you went to the Korean Nintendo website, you can actually find Rainbow Road right there in the image. Now, unfortunately, the image was taken down, but, however, you can clearly tell that this is a type of Rainbow Road track with the colorful roads and the super sharp turns it has. Now, based on what they could do with this Rainbow Road, maybe, since there's a bunch of thunderclouds, maybe there could be a section of this Rainbow Road where you try through, similar to Cloud Top Cruise, you can try through a section filled with thunderclouds, and it would strike lightning at you and stuff, with a bunch of, speed boosts and sharp turns to avoid. Or maybe since this is a this is a track filled with lightning, maybe this is a remake of GBA Rainbow Road, because that version has lightning in it. And you know what? There hasn't been a GBA track yet, so there could be a really good chance that this is GBA Rainbow Road. If not, then I hope it's a track where you can drive through the earth, go for the lightning clouds, and more. Now, before Mario Kart World even got announced, I thought it would be a Rainbow Road where you would hop on buildings and try in with a city, but that doesn't really seem like it's gonna happen. But I still feel like this would be an epic finale, even if the Star Trek Moo Moo Mouse is very underwhelming. And now looking back on our Borris' video, it totally makes sense. And this is definitely most likely to be the track selection for the next Mario Kart game. Sure, maybe they might change the order, but I don't think they will, since it makes a lot of sense, and there will definitely be a sequelable unlockable Special Cup. And even though I wish they brought back some other retro tracks like Wario Coliseum or Try Ruins, the track selection here seems to be amazing. And the retro tracks they chose, while some of them are odd choices, they're mostly good choices, especially Wario Shipyard and Toad's Factory. Now we're going to talk about some of the gameplay, and this selection will be a lot shorter since this selection took me 2 hours to record it. So, no, but an hour and 30 minutes to record this. So, let's get on to the gameplay. So, starting off, it seems like you can drive through walls, and you can drive through water and stuff, and even fly a plane. Now, this stuff is really cool because it's way better than the glider from Mario Kart 8 and 7, because on a plane you can just go wherever you want. Well, not really, but you can But there looks like a scene in the direct where you can already cut through another track or something crazy like that. And that's really cool. Trying through the water on the boat is also really cool. And even though you probably won't never go underwater in that game, based on footage from like Wario Shipyard, driving through the water is gonna make the track so much better than it already was. It was already great in Mario Kart 7, but with this new water mechanic, Wario Shipyard is gonna be god tier. Like it's really gonna be Chaze's favorite track. Pause. But yeah, I think the gameplay elements will be really cool. Oh, so looking back on the direct, we got a tiny glimpse of the banana cup. Yeah, because even though it goes like quick, we can get a quick screenshot of the tracks. And it just looks like the banana cup is actually going to be at the bottom, while the Weave cup is going to be in the north. So it's basically just reversed. So, my prediction from our Borris' video is already outdated. But you know what? That's okay. At least we got one more track sneak peek. Why not? The other two are free. Oh well, at least we can still get the exciting review, I guess. Oh yeah. I was gonna mention that you can also rewind, but the entire race. But you go backwards compared to all the other computers, and the computers continue to move more forward. So and yeah, the gameplay looks really cool, and even the colorful theme pops up at the end of the finish line. So yeah, and also you got these other modes like Knockout Tour, which seems epic, where you basically race until you're the last one. You know what? That seems really cool. And then we got Battle Mode, and we got Big Donut. At least the other new tracks look good, and at least Big Donut got a new glow up. Like, what? Lava guys just come out. That's cool. Bye, Yoshi. You even got free roam where you can drive everywhere you want. That's cool. I wanted to explore every track. Well, back when I used to play Mario Kart Wii, and I used to try to escape Tri Ruins. Why couldn't this track come back? I want to explore Tri Ruins so badly. Oh well, it's fine. Hopefully. This just seems like a cool mode where you can do whatever the heck you want. Like, look, don't you feel free? Ooh, that's fun. Look, there's even challenges like the P-switch button. That's cool. And oh yeah, thank God Battle Mode is back to its classic form, because if it was not, then that would kind of suck. But you know what? I bet everyone will be happy, and it will be just as good as it was back in N64 and DS. And yeah, that's all I have to talk about for this game. I think I've been talking about this game for long enough, since we're already like 22 minutes in the video. So we're going to talk about a bit of the Switch 2 Direct, and I'm going to wrap up the video. So, before I get into the Switch 2 Direct review, I'm going to talk about Mario Kart World Direct for like a few seconds. Or a minute, yeah. I'll take a quick minute to talk about it. Yeah, it was very unnecessary. Like, it showed us a few things, but you could have definitely shown those things in the trailer. Like, maybe, they showed us like maybe 5 new things. They showed us Battle Mode, the Banana Cup, the Rewind feature, the thing that happens at the end of every reach, which is a colorful thing that appears, which we didn't even get to know what it was, and we also got to know that was there anything else? Oh yeah, there was dimensions and free roam. That's it. Yeah, this direct was very unnecessary, and even though I'm still hyped, look at the price. It's $80 for Mario Kart? Are you serious? Why is it $80 for a Mario Kart game? I mean, I'm still gonna buy it. I'm still gonna play it, but that is... I thought $60 was enough. No, Nintendo's like, let's make it $80. I heard the new 3D Donkey Kong game, which we'll get to in a bit. It's like $70. So why is a 3D Donkey Kong game $70 and Mario Kart World is $80? That just makes no sense. Don't get me wrong, Mario Kart World does seem to be a big game, but it's not like an open world game like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, but even the new 3D Donkey Kong game. It's just not worth $80. I would still buy it, but if you're gonna buy the Switch 2, get the bundle with Mario Kart World because that'll save you like $30. So if you want the Switch 2 with Mario Kart World, just get the bundle. Don't buy them separately because you're gonna save a good amount of your money if you buy the bundle. So yeah, but yeah, I would give the Direct like a 5. It was okay. They showed us a couple new things, but it was pretty unnecessary, pretty disappointing. There's already YouTubers talking about how unnecessary it was, so I can agree with them. Anyways, let's move on to Switch 2 Direct. And the reason why it took me a while to review it is because I wanted to wait for the Mario Kart World Direct to come out, which I should have not have, since it was barely it barely gave us anything new, but I guess we gotta do what we gotta do. We can't rewind back in time, so let's just get right into it. So look at these new characters Mario Kart World introduced. It's so funny. First, we'll talk about the Joy-Cons, which we expected them to return. Joy-Cons, I think they're alright, right? I mean, like, they're small, but they seem to make them way bigger, and they even got a new C button, which I'll get into in a bit, but yeah, this new Joy-Cons seem to be an okay addition. They definitely look better than the older console, and I don't think they're even gonna have a slide piece. I mean, maybe. Wait, they do, right? I don't know. I'm losing my mind about spending 3 hours making this video. It's only been 2 hours. I'm over-exaggerating right now. So we got Game Chat, which I was surprised because I thought it was going to be an on-wide mode where you just chat with random people. And I'm like, Nintendo's really doing this? A lot of kids play Nintendo, so... But nope, you can only chat with your friends or family. Not like Roblox at all. Or Fortnite. I mean, I don't even play Fortnite, but... Oh, come on, it would have been funny to be like a guy, it would be to be one of those end-focused gamer headphone guys roasting people. Yeah, they show a lot of this, but I'm not gonna show a lot because I'm probably never gonna even use this feature unless I really want to. Also, these people never roast each other. They're so nice. Like, I want these people to roast each other. I want to hear some roasting. Makes sense. It's a kid-friendly Direct, so we gotta keep it safe. But I think it's cool, but I'm like never gonna use it. Also, the Switch 2 has 2 USB ports, one at the top and bottom, so if you ever need to charge your Switch, you got 2 spots, which is cool. Also, they got a camera, and I think it speaks for itself. It looks super goofy. Like, I'm never gonna use this. I mean, I never show my face in videos anyway, so I'm not gonna show it Mario Kart. I'm not doing that. Also, wire parental controls back. No one used them on the old Switch, and no one will on the new Switch. I get it's kept for your child to be safe, but it's so limited. I remember one time I got parental controls on my Switch, and it was so bad. I think I got rid of it somehow. I don't know. It was probably on a different Switch, friend's house. I don't know, but it's too complicated. I'm never gonna use it. I mean, I'm not even young anymore, so yeah. I mean, I am, but I'm not like a Bowser Jr. anymore. Also, you can get a Nintendo Switch 2 editions for Mario Party Jamboree, Tears of the Kingdom, and Breath of the Wild, which just includes better graphics and new modes. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy this, but maybe. It's a cool edition. Oh, also, I hope they make one for like Mortal Kombat 11 and 1. That would be so sick. Also, I think it's cool how they got compatible games for the Switch 1. And since I was a little, not taking care of things back then, kid, I broke my Switch fan, and that's why I have to use a regular fan for my Switch. So, you know what that means. I'm gonna put some of my games into the Switch 2 and completely have my Switch retire. So Switch 2 can get its spot, and I promise I'll take good care of it since I'm actually more mature now. Not really. Also, some of the launch games for the Switch 2 kind of suck. Like, what the heck is this game? I'm not gonna play this. And what the heck is this game? Like,
What's with all these anime RPG games? I'm not gonna play them. I'm looking for like 3D Mario and stuff, not this crap.
Like, what in the world am I gonna do with this game? At least you got Hyrule Warriors, a game I never played and got into.
But look, guys, we got the Nintendo GameCube, finally!
I actually have a couple GameCube games, but I always wanted Mario Party 6 since that game is so hard to find. What games do they come with? Cool. Pretty cool. So those are the only games we're getting? I mean, these games are cool. I mean, I'm not a Wind Waker fan, but where in the world is the other good games? I mean, I guess some are gonna be added later, like Mario Sunshine and Super Mario Strikers. But why in the world do we need another Pokemon game? I'm not even a Pokemon fan. And this? No. This game looks interesting. At least for game Luigi's Mansion. And oh my god, not another Pokemon game! So then they show a bunch of other games I don't care about, blah, 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 blah. And then we get the last two games, which are a sequel to Kirby's Air Ride. Now, I know a lot of people like Kirby. I'm not a Kirby fan. Kirby is too easy for me. It's too easy. It's too kiddie for me. I prefer something cooler like Mario. And I mean, it's good we're finally getting something good for fans, but I don't think this is gonna support. It's a kind of terrible lineup we have for Switch 2 launch games. Like, the only good one so far was the Mario one and the Mario Kart World and the GameCube thing, I guess. But even then, the games for the GameCube were kind of But hey, the new 3D Donkey Kong game looks sick. Just go check it out. Donkey Kong Mania. That looks sick. And it's only launching a month after. So yeah, I just hope, even though Mario Kart World and the new 3D Donkey Kong game look cool, I just hope they add more games that people will be interested in. Because some of these launch games, nobody's gonna play. You know? Outside of, even the Switch had a better launch in 1 year because they had, a 3D Mario game, Mario Odyssey, and the Mario Kart 8 port and Breath of the Wild, but all we really have is Donkey Kong and Mario Kart World. And I know some people will be excited for Kirby's Air Ride. I'm not. And that concludes my review for the Nintendo Switch 2 Direct. So, even though the Direct was really good, I felt like the games are much mixed bag. I felt like they could have chose better choices. I don't care about anime RPG games or games I don't know. I kind of want more iconic games. And I gave her getting Switch 2 editions, for Zelda games and stuff. But I felt like they could have added, they could have done, a Zelda game, and they could have also done, just cooler stuff, you know. They could have sorry for my cough error. They just could have added better stuff. They could have even added WarioWare, you know. They could have added a 3D Mario game, you know, something that'll grab people's attention more. But that's just my opinion. Maybe next year that's where all the good stuff will come out. But anyways, that's my review, so make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll definitely give a full review on Mario Kart World once it comes out, which I hope I get it for my birthday. And make sure to comment what you think of the Switch 2 Direct. This video took quite a while to make, so make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Ew, you really think the Switch 2 is gonna be like a console? The name sucks, and the games are not gonna go fire for me. You never played a video game. Yeah, because they're stupid. Okay, but anyways, bye! And comment what you think of the Switch 2, and I will see you guys in the next video, probably tomorrow. Bye! And also get ready for me to do a collab with Scary Stuff tomorrow for a plush version you'll definitely get the goosebumps of for tomorrow night on Friday. So, anyways, goodbye, and see you all tomorrow.